Okay, so we're back with episode 1. So to kick things off, let's read Korak's notes on Fountainhead. Korak's notes on Fountainhead. In the days when Fountainhead was created, Morphos was summoned to be its protector, but the rat overlord captured him and locked him in a magical cell, allowing the moose rats to run free in the town along with their allies that take the shape from the green ooze. Morphos must be freed to lift the curse of ooze. So we now have our first quest as well. Find Morphos, protector of Fountainhead, and release him from his magic cell. So, as we start exploring, you'll notice here, this is one of the first things that you'll see. We've got goblins. Hello, goblins. There are not normally goblins in Fountainhead like this. This is something added by the spawn mod. So, hello. We're also not going to fight them right away. First thing we're going to do is run away straight up north to the temple. And we're going to hope for a good roll on the donations. Okay, it was not a good roll. Okay, so I only had to donate twice to get the bless. And so what this does is it casts a whole bunch of spells on you. And I'll just exit out here. Now, the other thing you'll notice is that took me a full day to go in there and do that. So it does take time to go into shops and all that sort of stuff. But it's well worth it for the bonus that that's going to give you. So you can see here, we've got Blessed, Power Shield, Holy Bonus, and Heroism. So that's going to give us a bonus to our AC. It's going to give us a bonus to our damage. It's going to give us a bonus to a hit. And it's going to give us a bonus to hit points, maybe? I think Power Shield gives hit points. So, now we'll fight these goblins, though. Come on, land a hit. Somebody hit the thing. There we go, got it. A lot of times, people will take off in Might and Magic without visiting the temple first, and it makes the early game crushingly difficult to try and do it without that temple bless. So that's why that's the first place I went. Next place I'm going to go is Fenn's Fineries here, because I haven't actually been in to get any new equipment yet. So we'll pop in here. A stubby warrior stands proudly by a gleaming treasure of weapons, armor, and general goods. Exquisite, yes? Price is good. You browse? I will, thank you. So, let's see if we got any upgrades here. Cutlass is going to be an upgrade. Definitely want to buy the short bow. And I think that's about it. Let's check armor. Friendship breastplate. If I can afford that, I might pick it up for Katrina. And I should be able to. I think I can... Okay, let's also buy gauntlets. And the iron jewel would be nice, but I can't afford it. Buy a cape. And a leather cowl. Does not give an AC bonus, and everybody already has boots, so I think that's everything there. So that means I can afford the friendship breastplate. And now if we go into inventory, he's got a round shield, he's got the buckler. I think he'd be able to use the round shield, so I hope so, at least, otherwise I just wasted some money. Oh, I thought I bought the round shield. Okay, well, get rid of that rapier, give her the cutlass, give her the short bow, drop the studded jerkin, and give her the friendship bracelet. Now, for the gauntlets and cape. I think I want to give them to my ranger here. Yeah. Just because he's got the lowest AC out of everybody right now. So he's now up to AC 21. And Helmuth is going to struggle for a little bit. Because ninjas are very limited as to what sort of gear they can use. They have these kimonos, which give AC 4, but that's the only armor they can wear is these kimonos. He's also got a terrible weapon. I think he can use the rapier. He cannot use the rapier. Fair enough. And I did not buy the shield, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. So got some slightly better equipment. Now what I'm going to do is... Well, we'll take a look at these fountains first. So you've got these fountains kicking around Fountainhead. Go onto one of them. Green ooze surges from the fountain's bowl. Throw in a coin? Yes, I will. The coin sinks in the sludge. And that does actually cost you a gold piece to do. So... At this point, though, I'm going to leave Fountainhead. And I'm going to do that because... clearing Fountainhead at this stage is difficult. No matter what you do at this stage, it's going to be difficult. But to go through and try to get through all of Fountainhead at level 1 is extremely challenging, and you don't really get much benefit for doing it. Whereas if we go outside... See, first of all, we run into a whole bunch of stuff right off the bat. And... then... Okay, so we got a studded jerkin. Probably not going to be worth anything, but worth checking. Acidic burglar studded jerkin. Well, that'd be nice if you could actually wear it. But I don't think you can. No. The acidic gives it poison resistance, and the burglar gives bonus to thievery, the thievery skill. So. Oof. Okay. So you cast First Aid on Gandora, please and thank you. And you're going to do Elemental Arrow. Missed. Oof. Always tough when you have a bad roll on the... You know what I'm going to try is sleep. Okay, so we put the Orc Warrior to sleep. So let's kill the rest of these Bubblemen first. Okay. Now we got a whole pack of Goblins. So let's kill some Goblins. Fortunately, Goblins tend to die pretty easily, and they kinda suck, so... This isn't as... Wandering around outside, even though there's a ton of enemies, actually isn't as big a risk as possible. And this is my first goal. Is this... Rain-streaked pilgrim's wagon barely stands on its four wheels. Search inside? Yes, I will. The floor of the wagon is littered with bones and filthy stoneware, and the benches look to be set up as makeshift bunks. In one corner is a set of dented goblin's armor. Set the wagon aflame? Yes. Ashes and glowing embers rise into the air, floating on the waves of heat radiating from the burning wagon. That gets me 2,500 experience. And we get a bunch of items, and 2,000 gold, which is also a bonus. Okay, so we'll go take a quick look at the gear we got. Coral breastplate. I believe can equip that. So that's going to be a nice boost to his AC. And if that's the case, we're going to... He's already got... At least he can wear the cape. And... He's got gauntlets already, so we'll just put the gauntlets back on. Now we've got a glass cowl that does nothing for us. We've got a belt that also does nothing for us. A health buckler that gives us some extra hit points. So that would be a good thing to throw on Alandra here. At least for now. And the leather cape. Who do we want to give a leather cape to? Samurai? Yes. Because I think you've already got a cloak. So leather cape will give us a little bit more AC. And you'll notice too that if you hammer at the shoot key, it's like a weird little trick where you can double shoot before the enemy gets a chance to act. Which again, especially early on, can make a difference. We only have 2 bows, but being able to kill your enemies at range is very useful. So now that I've cleared that, I'm going to take a quick look at hit points here. Yeah, we need a bit of healing. You've got 6 out of 17, so let's heal you up too. 8 of 21. And you're 12 of 39, actually. That should make you quite a bit more survivable, which is awesome. Okay. Oh, we got another goblin here. A Bubbleman around somewhere. There we go. Killing hordes of goblins. Making some money. We've got another wagon. Let's check it out. A rain-streaked pilgrim's wagon barely stands on its 4 wheels. Search inside. I am Sophia, pupil of the Mystic Eye. For 10 gold, I will consult the all-seeing eye and tell of your fortune and future. Pay? Yes, I will. And because I haven't read it before, I'm gonna have my samurai get his fortune told. Your blade's effectiveness is unquestioned, but don't ignore the magical nature of your training. Spells may be stronger than your bow in ranged combat. I think that's the same as the archer got, so that didn't change, which isn't really surprising. To aid in your journey, Sophia the Seeress grants you Wizard's Eye for the remainder of the day. So now I've got a little auto map up here. That's another reason why I don't mind using the auto map mod, because otherwise you just run with the Wizard's Eye up all the time. And I'll try to do that anyhow, just for your sake. But I find having the auto map that shows me exploration and stuff like that is very useful. So, yeah. Now this is just traditionally how I always start a game of Might and Magic. Might and Magic 3. Put them to sleep. Kill these guys one at a time. Cast First Aid. Okay. Now my next goal is to get to that well. And I play it like I do this clear around Fountainhead very specifically because it gets me early levels. And there's these boosters along the way, including this well. Green moss clings to the small stone well. Drink from the well? Yes. Your defensive skill has been magically augmented. That gets me up to 49 armor class. It's basically a 20-point boost to your armor class for the day. So, with that, these guys now basically can't hit. Takes a while to get through them still, because I'm no more effective at hitting them, but the chances of them actually killing me at this point is extremely small. So, grind my way through these orcs here. Also trying to keep an eye on the time, because that armor class bonus does wear off. So actually with that in mind, I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to double shoot anymore, because every time you shoot, so every time you move in the overworld, normally it takes 10 minutes. In Ludmeister's mod, it takes 3 minutes. Anytime you move in town, it takes 1 minute, or a dungeon, it takes 1 minute, which is really relevant when you're trying to keep buffs up, because buffs disappear at the beginning of each day. They disappear at 5 in the morning each day, and if I look at the time here right now, you see it's 4:22 p.m. So I've still got 12 hours to make it back around home before the buffs wear off, but it's still important to be efficient. So yeah, you can see we have another wagon here, so let's pop our head in here. A rain-streaked pilgrim wagon barely stands on its 4 wheels. Search inside. Yes. You've stumbled upon an orc outpost. There are maps and plans written in indecipherable scratches on dried hides. Destroy everything? Yes. Splinters and wood chips fly as you hack the wagon and its contents to oblivion. The orcs will be forced to leave the area when they find their outpost destroyed, and order will once again return to the hidden valley. That gets me 5,000 XP. Oh, we found a kimono. That might be very useful. Wakizashi, also good, potentially. Some plate mail. Okay, so this is... Oh, it's leather plate mail, so that is kind of useless. It's a 1-point AC bonus over what she already has, but that gives her the personality boost as well. So the friendship breastplate gives +3 personality and 6 AC, whereas the leather plate mail gives no bonus but +7 AC. The iron wakizashi, on the other hand, now that is a thing. Can she use it? She can. Now the next question. Can Helmuth use the cutlass? Ninjas are not proficient in cutlasses. Okay, so you take that then. Take your cutlass back. Oh, no, not the plate mail. Take the wakizashi. Equip the wakizashi, because I know that he can equip a wakizashi. And the icy glass kimono. So the glass kimono doesn't give an AC bonus, but it does give cold resistance, and it sounds cooler. So we'll take off that and give him the icy glass kimono instead. How you make a kimono out of glass, I don't know. Glass stiletto doesn't give any bonuses. I think there's also a higher chance that glass items break, so I don't know. They're kind of worthless. Whistle of Aid. You know what I'm actually going to do? Because Helmuth can't use any shields and he's only got a one-handed weapon. I'm going to give him the Whistle of Aid, because then he can cast First Aid. He can cast First Aid 11 times before this runs out, which might be useful to save some spell points along the way. Need to re-equip her cutlass, because we definitely want her with a weapon. And yeah, let's keep forging ahead. Okay. some more orcs here. So you'll notice how these guys just popped into existence right ahead of me, like it looked empty at first. That's because I crossed zones. I'm now actually in B2, or in A2 rather. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to read Korak's notes for A1. But over here you see there's a castle. That looks interesting, so let's go check that out. The banner of the White Wings waves in the wind high above the gates of Castle White Shield. Enter? Yes. A guard calls from the castle walls. Only crusaders shall pass the castle gate. Oh, okay then. Now, Crusader is a special skill that you can pick up. Katrina already has it, because she's a paladin. Nobody else does, though. You start with skills based on your class and based on your race. So like dwarves start with Mountaineer. If I had another dwarf in my party, I'd be able to go into these mountains. Rangers start with Pathfinder. And if I had another ranger in my party, go away. Kill that orc real quick. So this is a light forest. You can pass through that no problem. If I go back into A1 here, fight my way back through these guys. Kill the Bubblemen first, because the orc isn't getting through my AC, but the Bubblemen, they attack with magic, so they rely on my magic resistance, and my magic resistance kind of sucks. Oh, and also, I forgot to read Korak's notes for A1. Korak's notes on A1. An army of orcs have set up an outpost somewhere in the Hidden Valley, but their threat is not strong enough to scare away the Zingaro travelers that have let their wagons rest in this area. But the orcs and goblins that infest the area can prove very hazardous to passers through. And then we go back to that quest. So you'll notice I killed most of those guys once already, right? But they respawned. And that, again, is that mod, the monster mod. Let's go kill this goblin real quick and just finish exploring the Hidden Valley here. Oh, we've got a dungeon. So if we go onto here, horrid carvings in the wooden floor mark the entrance to a dark temple. Enter? Not right now, thank you. We're going to hold off on that. We don't have a reason to go there yet, and I can tell you this much, it would be a short trip to the reloading screen. Okay, so if I pull up my map here, you can see that we came out of Fountainhead there, went up here, and sort of did a big loop around. So I'm coming back up from the south here. So over in this field here, that's where we wiped out that goblin nest, or goblin pack of goblins, but you can see they've respawned already. And this is a theme of Ludmeister's mod, is you'll fight a lot. I was saying about the Pathfinder skill earlier. This here, these are dense trees. I cannot go into them right now. And that's because I only have one character with the... oh, not him. One character with the Pathfinder skill. And you need two. So, yeah. There's that. Other interesting skills, swimming. Humans all start with swimming. And if everybody has, like, in order to actually cross shallow water, everybody has to have swimming, though. We'll go up here. A rain-streaked pilgrim's wagon barely stands on its four wheels. Search inside. Yes. Friends, allow me to share with you my special creation. 'Tis a magical elixir that is guaranteed to give you strength for the battle. I ask a mere 100 gold for a bottle of me liquid strength. Would you be interested in buying? No. It's a might potion. It gives you +5 to might temporarily, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but also just don't need it. But I'm completely surrounded by goblins right now. And what time is it? 8:05 p.m. Yeah, I got to get back into town here if I want to do this quickly. Okay, so at this point, after having done that circuit, you'll see I'm eligible for the next level. I've got 10,000 experience on everybody. And the nice thing about this is I'm actually eligible for multiple levels. So it's day 3. And anytime a character trains, it takes a day. But if you train multiple levels at once, it still only takes that day. So if you go, like if Katrina, it'll make sense once I actually do it. So let's do it. So over here is the training grounds. This is where we go to level up. Let's go in. The ground shakes with the thunder of hooves as horsemen practice swordplay in mock cavalry campaigns. The master of arms yells above the clamor, "Do you seek training?" Yes. Katrina's eligible for level 2. So she went up 3 levels. She's now level 4. She needs 2,535 experience to get to level 5. Renar, likewise, has made it up to level 4. Excuse me for a sec. Sorry, had to cough there. And everybody else gets up to... Alandra gets up to level 6, actually, to level 5. And Gandora also gets up to level 5. So I've just gotten a huge power boost now. This is going to be the last time I train for quite a while. Next time I train will probably be once I have the ability to get up another 2 or 3 levels. But this should see me through a few episodes at least. Yeah, we'll have to see when I want to train next, but anyhow, I think that's as good a spot as any to leave this episode here. So you can see we're now, I mean, she had 17 hit points before. She's now up to almost 70. He's above 80. They're a level higher, so Alandra here is a freaking tank at 95 hit points. And we've got some stuff to sell. So in the next episode, we're going to do a little bit of shopping here. We're going to go hit the Mages Guild, probably unload some of this loot. Not that it's terribly exciting loot. Some of this junk. I'm probably not going to do a lot of the inventory management and stuff like that on screen because it can be a little bit finicky as you sit there and compare one bonus with another and all that sort of stuff. But the first time or two that I do it, I probably will because it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, so there we go. That's the official episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. So until then, cheers.